Hi everyone, Damien from Cherry Collectibles here. Now, you might be wondering, why is there no sound coming from the knife and basically everything that's going on in the video? And that's because we had an issue with the audio when I recorded this video, so I'm just going back over it now and doing a little commentary, and it's weird watching my hands after the fact. And anyway, Digimon has finally arrived after Bandai gave us a little trickle or a little tease back in November of good old 2020. Um, as you can see, opening the box right now, there are two interesting little packs on top of it. The first pack is a kind of like a dash pack, if you remember Dragon Ball. Having dash packs, which has a promo and some alternate arts of other promos, and I think they honestly just look really cool. The alternate arts. When I opened my other box, I got the alternate art Agumon, which just looks absolutely amazing. I really, really like it. But and the other one was Thai as well, and they're just extra added little bonus things that I think are really cool. Should they be included when packs are given out? I don't really know there, but yeah, it's something cool, something extra, like a little cool box topper. I kind of feel that as a box toppers as a concept should be something that's a bit different, something that's a bit cool, but interesting. Because otherwise, why not just include it in the set? But so they're strange concepts. But anyway, we got a box topper, and here I am. There's like a little pull tab on each of the packs, and here I am just kind of struggling to get that open. Eventually, I give up and I just open it like a normal pack, gently. I'm trying to gently do it. I have weird like double jointed fingers, so I sometimes struggle to open packs. But yeah, there we go. And I believe, oh yeah, we get two cards. It's a 2-card dash pack. I can't remember if the dash packs in Dragon Ball. They're not. The name isn't actually dash packs. The name is it is something else. I think it's a promo pack or extra pack, but they're both manufactured by Bandai. They're both very similar products, and we have some cards that aren't available in the actual box. I don't know if they're released as a promo in Japan. I really like the foil in these. Like, they picked up so much better on camera than they did in real life, I feel. Or at least it's a bit more dramatic on camera than it is in real life. They just look really, really pretty. I'm actually... I really want to collect Digimon. I liked Digimon more than I liked Dragon Ball when I was a little kid, when I was growing up. Back in the good old days. And I just think it's such an awesome product, and I think it's so cool that they've been able to get this IP. The game has done really well. It's super popular. There was huge demand for even the Japanese product when it was being taken out of Japan and sold in America and sold locally. People were going to locals and they were playing the game with the Japanese cards. Stores were getting the Japanese boxes in and supporting it, and I thought that was really cool. And it's a good start to a new IP. And the artwork on these cards looks amazing. I can't remember most of these characters. I remember like the main ones. You got Garurumon, which was Matt's one. Then you have all the Greymons, which just look awesome. Like, the artwork in this set looks amazing. I really want to collect sets of this product. I'm coming from a purely collector standpoint. I've played the game not too much. I probably don't know anything about like the meta, what makes cards really good, what makes them really bad, the upcoming sets. But purely from a collectible standpoint, and purely from someone who's selling it, who might break the product down for singles, who wants to collect, invest, potentially engrade cards, this set is releasing at the craziest time for collectibles. It really is an insane time for collectibles, and there's just demand for Pokemon that's going crazy. Sports cards are going crazy. Yu-Gi-Oh! The product is still out there and still really available, but the old stuff, the vintage market is going crazy. But what does that all mean for Digimon? Well, the first thing is that there's going to be shortages, and that's kind of reflected in the market price of the box. Like, right now, from the initial release, boxes in the States are selling from anywhere from 240 Australian dollars to 270 Australian dollars. It really is not easy to acquire the boxes right now. In America, I believe this first release, this set, Box 1, which is kind of a smashed together version of the first, second, and third Japanese sets, is 2 weeks delayed. So it's going to be a bit weird when it comes to the singles prices. Oh wow, this Titan one looks awesome. Like, look at that full art card. Yeah, you can see I stopped to have a look at it in the video. Yeah, the vanillas are like full art, just awesome looking cards. sorry to get off track between the shortages, but and I did that a lot in the original video as well. Like I see the card and I just get so distracted from what my original point was going to be. But the 2 points I do want to make is that there's shortages for one. And that's going to make the price of the sealed product very expensive. Like when we're seeing that across the board with every collector cards and trading cards, it's just absolutely hard for these companies to print all these products in one location, get them out. Supply chains are just disrupted all over the world, and there's only so much that can be printed by businesses and entities such as Cardamonde. I'm not 100% sure if Bandai prints Dragon Ball Super and Digimon with Cardamonde. It might come from Japan. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, here is a super rare. So in these boxes, you get 2 rares, and then the rare will be a regular rare, and then either a super rare, a secret rare, or an alternate art, which is one of the usually one of the super rares or one of the secret rares, and they look amazing. Like that Garudamon just looks so cool. I love the foil. I love the artwork. I really, really do enjoy this product. Like when I opened my box back in November, it was so cool. I felt like it was like I was, 7 years old again, opening packs of Pokemon cards in a way, because it was just something that was super cool. And there we go, Piedmon, another one of the super rares. I believe he's one of the better ones, along with Beelsmon and Omegamon, and I think Dukamon or Gallantmon, depending on if it's used the Japanese names or localizations. Guilmon's Ultimate Mega, or not Ultimate, the Ultimate Evolution. So yeah, that first thing is the shortages. Now going on to the singles prices, because we haven't had a lot of product in the market, I kind of believe that the singles prices are kind of high for what they are. I really think the prices of all of these super rares and the less desirable secret rares and alternate arts are going to tank. That's just based on how easy a lot of those cards are to kind of get. If you look at the prices of super rares versus how easily they are to get in the box, like if people were to do mass box openings of this set, you would be seeing those prices tank. And I don't think we're really going to see that until America gets crazy amounts of supply, or at least what people have been able to get in America. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that differs, because while I do think that's going to happen for a lot of the super rares, I think for the secret rares, the alternate art Omegamon, Omnimon, I can't remember which one's the localization. I think it's Omnimon, which just sounds cooler as well. So I'm going to keep going for Omnimon. Like the alternate art Omnimon, when you think about it, that card is maybe 1 every 2 cases. Something like that. That card's price isn't going to go down. It's going to be like the Dragon Ball Super secret rares, where they are 1 per case. Really hard to pull. Desirable, awesome looking cards. And those cards will probably retain value. The playable cards that are at the top of the meta will probably retain value. But then a lot of these other cards in these sets, they probably aren't going to really hold value that well. So when I kind of see this, I kind of feel like maybe holding on to them isn't the best idea. Maybe selling your singles that you don't need or don't want, or you don't want to make those decks, isn't a terrible idea. The other thing being is that we're also meant to get another set in a month. It was delayed, but that set brings in new ways to play the game. This is the first release of the set. Cards might become obsolete. Some cards might become better. We're probably going to see some crazy prices with cards as the game progresses and the game does change. The third set is Great Legend, which is slated to come out in April or May. It's April or May, but who knows if it's going to stay on schedule. We might still have some shortages. We might still have some delays. It's going to be interesting to see what happens then. The starter decks of this set were actually really hard to get. We got cut back a ton, and unfortunately we have had to leave people waiting for their starter decks to come in. So it'll be interesting to see what demand for the singles from the starter decks are like. I'm not 100% sure if there's exclusives to the starter decks, or if there is cards in the starter decks. I know that there's definitely cards from the starter decks in this set, but I'm not 100% sure if they've gone with exclusives for the starter decks that are meta relevant and are kind of hard to place. But if there is exclusives or exclusive packs in those decks, then those cards are going to be very expensive. Don't please don't quote me on that when it comes to that. So we've tackled 2 big things here. We've tackled the shortage of the sealed product. And we've kind of gone over a little bit of what could happen if the singles market just gets that saturation that we don't just see it with Dragon Ball Super. And I'm kind of singling out Dragon Ball Super here because it's manufactured by the same company, but also Yu-Gi-Oh, also Magic the Gathering, also Pokemon as well. The reality is more people open product, and there are more cards out there from what people really need for 95% of all cards in all trading card games, and that causes prices to drop. Another super rare, look at that, Leopardmon. I've got no idea who he is or what series he's from. It might be Zero X-Ross or Zeros Wars. It's one of the later ones, I think. I don't think it's the first three series that I'm kind of familiar with, which was the the original Tamers. Then it's the ones where the Tamers go with like the younger class of Tamers, and then there's like the one where it has Renamon, Gyurmon, the Green Rabbit thing. I can't remember its name. Yeah, so that's the two aspects there. Now let's talk about grading. Unfortunately, a lot of the super rares and a lot of the secret rares in this product are cut really badly. There's some really bad white chipping on the backs of a lot of these cards, and when I do hit my secret rare and super rare, I think I do flip that card around and show it, but I'm not 100. Wow, that card just looks awesome. I don't know what that Digimon is, but that green dog thing, even its regular rare card, it just looks different and cool. I think that's an awesome looking card. But yeah, I think we turn it around here and we start looking at the or maybe I do pick up a super rare off the side and we start looking at the corners. That's going to stop a lot of these cards from hitting at least PSA 10. I don't know. So yeah, that's definitely a factor that we have to look at there. And Dragon Ball Super, the cards are always just perfect out of the pack. We've graded so many Dragon Ball Super black labels for people. It's actually kind of insane. But it's going to be interesting to see if we see a lot of PSA 10s for some of these cards, like say the alternate art Omnimon, the alternate art War Greymon, the one that's got like the kind of the gold background. Like that's probably my favorite card from Digimon. I like that card so much. I've bought Japanese copies and I've got them going graded with BGS. And what I did notice was that the print quality of the Japanese set is a lot better. There was no scratches on the surface. There was no chipping on the back of the card. So that might be an opportunity for people to go after the Japanese cards there. I really like the to go off topic. I really like this Megadramon. I really like how he has like the metal that metal Mugendramon kind of thing, and a lot of the Digimon from that original series, they have that design cue. I really like it when design cues are kind of shared. That just looks really, really cool to me. Like, see Millennium One as well, he kind of has that, it's that metal like weird whole face helmet thing with like the jaw exposed, and like it's always got Greymon's horn. I just think it's so cool how they all share design cues and how they all feel like they're part of the original world. I've always thought that was awesome with Digimon designs. That's the collector in me coming out. I can't wait to get this set. As a collector though, I probably am going to wait a fair bit until prices do die down. Maybe a couple of months, and then we'll do some binders. It'll be fun. Yeah, collecting on a budget, and I feel like this is definitely a fun, affordable way to do it. Long-term value though of these cards is going to be something. I completely reveal the. I think it's a secret rare in this pack. I think I really screw it up here, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens to the long-term value of these cards, because it will take a while for them to kind of be absorbed by the market, and I definitely feel that there is potential for a really nice and fun collector base to grow in Digimon. God, this card was always so weird. But yeah, I feel like there's definitely potential there to grow, because I was talking to a mate and he's like going after like these little tiny, like they're 1 inch tall rubber Digimon figures. People are paying like a couple $100 for the original Digivices. Digimon is like, it's kind of like this sleeper Japanese IP that kind of stays under the surface, but there's definitely a large amount of Western collectors. I don't think it's on the same level as Dragon Ball, to be honest, but it's definitely expansive and it's definitely there, and I think people are going to latch onto this card game, and it is going to become a part of that collectible universe. And I think that the shortages and the inaccessibility of the product is going to drag in a lot of investors. It's going to bring people in that aren't necessarily into Digimon, but they might just really like the look of the cards. Like, I honestly hadn't looked at Digimon for a couple of years. I saw some of those cool looking War Greymon and Metal Garurumon figurized figures. I was watching reviews of like the Omnimon one. Apparently that one's not very good, and Metal Greymon is the way to go. The War Garurumon is a sticker fest. Yeah, it is Cerebusmon. That's the one I said before. Looks so cool. Yeah, it was just such a cool looking it's just a cool looking product, and it is a cool looking IP. The designs look awesome. Everyone remembers the Digimon movie, which was like the three shorts cut together. They're beautifully animated, and if you haven't seen them, go watch the Digimon movie. It looks really cool. Doesn't make a lot of sense sometimes, but just shut your brain off and look at the pretty colors, and you'll have fun. Um, yeah, I'm kind of excited, and I'm definitely going to add this to my collection, and I'm just going to become a little bit more broke than I already am, because we've got Yu-Gi-Oh, we've got Pokemon, we're starting to pick up a bit of NBA sealed product, and now we're going to go after Digimon cards, which is going to be interesting. But yeah, the scarcity, it provides opportunity for investors if they want to get in. And it's happening in every hobby. It's happening in stuff like Flesh and Blood. Obviously, it's in Pokemon. Yu-Gi-Oh! People aren't really going after a lot of modern stuff at the moment. The money's really being throttled into older vintage stuff. But for something like this, I really hope that players are able to get the cards that they need affordably, and I really think the way to go is buying singles there. I feel like this is going to be a very affordable card game, and that's good. An affordable card game is it's one aspect of a healthy card game, but and this might sound counterintuitive to a lot of people. It might come off as a I guess unpopular opinion, but strong card prices and the ability to have value perceived in the product, and for people to open the boxes and get like a good amount of like financial value out of those products is really important. So I do hope that the card prices don't crash. You see that we saw that with Dragon Ball. The card prices crashed, and for a lot of those sets, they were sitting at like Dave and Adams and all these other places, and they just were not selling, and they were not moving. And I was just sitting there, and like they're fire selling them, and it's like $30-$40 like US a box, sometimes even less. And I'm like, wow, this game's gonna die. And I think it took Bandai a while to really throttle back on how much they printed and kind of start putting in desirable cards that people want. And I think that they've started off really well with this. There's a lot of cool, collectible, desirable cards. There's cohesiveness in the series of different desirable cards in this set with those alternate arts that have the gold background. They've done some really nice stuff with the artwork. The set it looks so much nicer than Dragon Ball Super. It feels like they've just got a bigger budget. It's like, it really feels like, Dragon Ball Super was the first movie in a trilogy. Now they've got Digimon, and they've just got a huge budget, and they can actually pay artists and go out there and do some really cool stuff. Oh, there we go. I dropped the card and we got Gallantmon. Thank God I didn't drop the Super Rare. But look at him. He looks awesome. He looks so cool. He's a boss. I love it. He's just awesome. I was going to touch on one more point. What was that? Yes, the future of the game. Bandai did a really good job supporting Dragon Ball Super. They had all these different products. They had the draft boxes. They had really good price support as well, and they supported local game stores really well, which was a really, really good thing to see. I had a lot of people that had only good things to say about Dragon Ball Super. There was an issue with a lot of players, I felt, with Dragon Ball Super, with the frequency that products dropped. I'm not sure how they're going to go with Digimon. I feel like they're combining a lot of things into big sets. And that means cards are a little bit harder to get. It means they'll hold a bit more value. It means the product's more desirable. But I also feel that, going back to that point, the shortages are going to keep people buying. And they're going to say, oh, wow, I bought this box. I didn't open it straight away. It might go up. Right now you're looking at $200 a box-ish to pick up Digimon Set 1. And we don't know when restocks are happening. It might become a $300 box. It might become a $400 box. That is going to attract a certain type of person. And for better or for worse, and I'm not going to condemn that. I'm not going to praise that. It's just how a lot of collectibles are going. But it's that collectible problem fallacy. Like, we want all the cards, but then the cards go up in price. The people that have them are happy. The people that don't have them are unhappy. It's not necessarily a zero-sum game, but it's conflicting opinions and conflicting emotions there. ultimately, um, we want people to enjoy the game, and we want people to have a good time with the game, and that's what matters. And hopefully the game grows, and it's another asset to your local game store. You know, a local game store can get people in and bring that revenue in, pay their bills, pay their staff, provide a great environment. The game grows, everyone has a great time, and as long as and you know, everyone's expectations have to be realistic in that as well. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. It's the start of a great new product line. I'm loving it. I'm going to be keeping my eye on it. It's going to be interesting to see where it ends up. And I think we're coming to the end of the video. That's our alternate art, I believe. Well, no, it's our secret rare, not our alternate art. So yeah, we hit the good stuff really late in this product. This is the Digimon secret rare. I don't have a lot of nostalgia for this dude. He looks cool, and it's a cool looking card. He's a big, muscly dinosaur dude. Yeah. Bit scary how anthropomorphic some of these Digimon are, to be honest. But you know, they're visceral, and they have design cues from a different age, I believe, a different era. You know, all of these guys were designed, you know, 25 years ago now, and they're really cool. I don't think an IP would come out with characters like this insane and this crazy anymore. You know, like you got Metamon he was like you know, the gorilla thing that's like a dancer. Then you have Gabumon, who's wearing the pelt of something else. And yeah, I think I spoil the slow roll here, but like, there's a whole series of these cards that have this cool looking alternate art. It just looks amazing. And I think that they're going to do a really good job if they produce high quality, awesome, desirable cards like this. I wish Pokemon would do more of this. I wish Yu-Gi-Oh! Would jump into this type of realm where they do cool alternate art stuff. Yeah, it's just awesome. It just looks really cool. Like, I'm definitely going to try and get all those. That alternate art series. The other one, which is like the Seedramon and the Puppetmon promos, that alternate art War Greymon. Yeah, last pack now. Did we get anything cool? Smash potatoes. No, I don't think we did. I think we kept the good stuff. Yeah, well, like, look, that looks amazing. And okay, it's like a rock sheep, Terra Cluster, and Angemon. I think that is the starter deck card. Or at least one of the starter deck champion cards. Hey guys, there was a bit of audio syncing issues there, so this is like a little bit of an add-on segment at the end. But we do have some good news. There is a reprint of this product. That's great. I love it. It gives everyone a chance to get the box again. We can restock it. We can do better with it, and I really like that. It's going to be interesting to see if they overprint it. If they do print too much, they might kill the collecting side of it, which isn't that fun, but oh well. Power to the players. They get a chance to get more boxes and open more boxes and have more fun. See you later, guys.